Coming up next on BBC Two, it's the BradWOTO stream. But first, it's time for...
What's under the orange flannel?
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for another fantastic edition of What the Fuck is Under That Orange Flannel, with your host,
Me. What's in here? I can tell you something. I don't know where it is. It's in there somewhere. That's your clue. What is it? What's inside thine orange flannel? Do you think? A £1 coin. Cool, I bloody hope so. 4 grains of uncooked rice. Miranda from Stygian Gate. 2018 edition. A Lego brick. Half a nut. I hope not. 1 grey hair. A single gram of serotonin. A pan lid. I see it. Didn't see it at first, but I see it now. What could be in there? They screamed. They cried. In the chat room. They fist pumped the air. What do you think? What do you think, boof beans? Let's see. It's either a £1 coin or half a nut. I hope that you're talking about a chestnut or something. I look in here and there isn't. Let's see if we can find it together. Oh! It was in fact 1 grain of uncooked rice. One grain. Hi everyone, welcome to the Sunday D&D game we're going to be playing very shortly. Yeah. Boof Beans is vibing and drunk. What time is it for you? For me, it's 2 in the afternoon. The idea of being drunk at 2 in the afternoon terrifies me now. I'm too old for that shit. I'm too old and non-functional for that kind of thing. Only 5 p.m. Good God. AKST. What's that? AKST. Alaska. All right, fair enough. Hey, if I lived in Alaska, I'd be drunk too. Hey, if I lived in Alaska, I'd be drunk too. I'll allow it. I will most certainly allow it. What is this? What is this? Hi everyone, welcome to the stream. I took yesterday off. Normally I warn people that I'm taking a day off on a Saturday. I know that by now we're probably used to it, but I forgot it was Friday on Friday. I was too busy thinking about all the things I had to do on Friday. And completely 100% forgot that I take Saturdays off. Oh, did you have a nice relaxing day off, Brad? Okay, look, I take Saturdays off stream, alright. Me and PB and Whack were working on table story things from sun up till sundown and even a little after. So I sure hope you guys enjoy table story because my God, the amount of effort goes into that channel sometimes. For you ungrateful little sods. Ungrateful. Thank you for the money. You ungrateful little sod. Thank you for the money. Horned Pogasus. They're actually counting towards the wheel spin this morning. And you can thank... our close personal friend... Shadow the Wreck God. If you're like, why is he so distracted right now? I am actually prepping today's episode right now. I'm just setting a couple of things cooking for us to enjoy. And then I can give you the attention you don't deserve, chat. Been loving non-canon. I'm glad. Yeah, Friday was really tough. That was a lot of effort. Admittedly, I don't really want to be putting that much effort into non-canon every single week, but I'm glad that everyone really enjoyed it. I think it needed to be... If you recall, I was kind of cryptically talking about it. It's difficult when you're running these shows because you want to talk about it while you're doing it and while you're prepping the thing, right? But also... it's such a spoiler and it kind of ruins some of the reveal and things. I sort of said that like the first 2 episodes were a bit like an intro to the series, and this was the first like true episode because I think the first 2 episodes were establishing the libraries and what the possibilities were as we traveled to Camelot. And then travelled to the Shadowfell, just a sort of generic D&D Shadowfell for a Dracula-esque story. But I really wanted to go to a show, like the possibility of us going to one of the previous shows that we'd ran on Table Stories, so that we have the full scope of what non-canon is and could be about. So I felt like, you know, it sort of had to be that show. So I'm glad people really liked it. It's available now. You can watch it on the VODs. It's on YouTube as well. I think we're going to put them up as an audio thing. For anyone who listens to the audio feeds, we've been fixing that stuff all weekend. I know a few of you have noticed changes to the audio feeds and, like, you know, just fucking... When you mass change websites like that, you end up... You know, there's been a lot of people that have been like, episode 25 of Cura is missing. And we're like, oh, Jesus. Yeah, okay, thank you. So we fixed all that, and then we just did just an absolute fuck ton of work yesterday, just updating all of the metadata and all that shit, dude. We need what we need is a budget, and we need what I like to call a bitch boy. Now, it doesn't have to actually be a boy, but that is the job title, bitch boy. Someone who is just a bitch boy who doesn't mind not getting paid a lot, but as much as we can justifiably pay you before we go back, because we haven't got any money. The whole point of non-canon is that Table Story is literally about to go bankrupt and we have to stop the entire channel, and none of us want to do that. So we were like, the only way we can do this is try this last ditch effort before we just delete Table Story as a whole and accept the fate of the channel. So if we had budget and we had money, we could hire a bitch boy to do some of this work and just, you know, fucking do all this stuff that just takes forever. It is so difficult running a whole Twitch channel here and then a whole other company which has a Twitch channel and a YouTube thing and a this thing and a that thing and needs this production thing done and needs that other thing done. This channel is so much easier to run than my other one, but obviously I do more hours on this one. But Table Story has so much like offline work. It's fucking unreal. It's so difficult. It's so fucking difficult. It's extra difficult when like I just have not stopped being unwell. I can do this all day. So that's what non-canon is, man. And we've been, you know, I thought that it would be really fun to revisit a very, very old show. And, you know, not everyone will know what it means, but it doesn't matter because it kind of, I think it showcases some fun things. And we had fun playing it. I had fun running it, apart from the fact that the technical issues at the beginning of the show almost killed me. I had so much tech issues. It took me 45 minutes to fix. We didn't start till 15 minutes later than the usual start time. And I was so like wired and broken from tech issues. And then I was like, oh my God, I have to do this. I have to run a thing. Brutal. Absolutely brutal. YouTube's Table Story. YouTube's famous Table Story. YouTube's very own Table Story. I still haven't finished Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. It is unbelievable. I have 105 hours in the game. Me who is like 10 hours is too long for a game. 10 hours on a game? That's too long. Me, the only person on the planet that is like, I want my games to be 3 hours long. How dare you? I have 105 hours in it. I've given up at this point though, to be honest with you. I have given up. I literally cannot be fucked to do Gilgamesh's Island. I just can't be fucked, dude. I went straight into that fight. And I'm standing there, and then two summons show up, and you have to fight them both at the same time. And I went, fuck this. Nah, fuck it. Wish I hadn't bothered collecting all this intel so that I could gain access to these battles at the end. Oh, it's the sub-bosses part of the game. I'm not doing it. I went back to the Golden Saucer, and there was a guy in the Golden Saucer that was like, hey, beat my high score on all these Golden Saucer things. And I went, no. Nah, I don't think I will. I'm leaving. I'm just going to do the last main quest and be done with this shit. I think I'm going to try and burn off the end of the game tonight. Then it's on to Final Fantasy 16. And then I was considering what I found out. What I found out was that Final Fantasy 14 was designed to be played with a controller. And that you can play it on PS5. And I was like, maybe I'll just do that. Using video guides. Oh yeah, I've had to use a couple of guides for the battles, or like, you know, Odin was just bollocks. I was like, I don't even understand what it said. I assessed Odin and it was like, do this, and do this. And I was like, huh? Rufus, Shinra as well. What the fuck was that? Why was it just a different game? Why was the Rufus Shinra fight just a different... This isn't how this game was built. It's just a completely... It was like playing Sekiro. It was like literally like... It was the Rufus Shinra fight for some reason is a Black Myth Wukong fight. Totally different fucking thing. That shit was fucking difficult, dude. It's made me petrified of whatever comes up during the final mission because, you know, if the end of the game is what I think it is, it's one of the hardest fights in the entire game, the original. Oof. I've been playing Final Fantasy XIV with a controller for years now. Yeah, I didn't realize that you could. I mean, there's no reason I would ever have looked it up, but I'd never considered it before, and I found out that they actually... It's not just that they ported the game over and it works with the controller, they actually built the game around the possible controller play, which is very cool for the fact that I'm probably going to need something to play for, you know, 2 hours in the evening, maybe. After I finish 16 again. And then do the DLCs. I've got to re-complete Final Fantasy 16. Yes! I can't wait to play the whole thing from the beginning again. I really don't want to do the beginning few hours again. I really love the opening to that game. I love it, but I've done it so many times at this point. I specifically cannot be fucked to do the first 2 hours, but I would really... I don't actually know where my save file is on the PS5. I have a save file, but I don't know how far I got. It's probably wherever I left off on the second channel. I don't know. The last combat sim. Yeah, I did it. I did almost all of the combat sims. I did all of the battle arena. I did all the other random battle arenas that are around the world. And for a few of them, I needed to pull up the guides and stuff because some of them are just fucking stupid. Some of them are literally just so stupid. You're like, this is not possible to win this. It's just pure RNG. This is the dumbest shit I've ever played in my life. But I've loved it though. I've absolutely loved the experience. And I don't really bother ever doing like big open world games, so I actually feel a bit of a sense of achievement for, you know, completing every region and doing, you know, almost everything. The last couple things really are, I just think, for people who have legitimately got nothing better to do. It's that part in every open world game where they're like, did you want to do all the hardest parts of the game again, but even harder, just to eat up some time? No, don't bother then. Honestly, this quest wouldn't be in here if it wasn't for those people, and you're not that guy. So just don't worry about it. You can claim this as this is a 100% completion. Cool. Do the final quest and uninstall the game. That's where I'm at. There's legitimately nothing else for me to do. I got every Choco stop. I got every little bollocksy fucking Chocobo race. I did all that shit. I ain't doing none of it. I ain't doing the rest. I'm not doing those extra 2 things at the end. I'll be fucked. I give them a go and then I'm like, no. This is just Elden Ring. It's the Elden Ring thing. There's 2 Elden Ring quests in the game that I'm not doing. You didn't, and you're a cheater. I have nothing to do in my life. I don't even know what that sentence means. I'm not even 100% sure what you're referencing. But yeah, I was thinking of maybe picking up Final Fantasy 14. What's the monthly cost on 14 now? You have to buy a thing. FFXIV cost. £7? I can handle that, I think. have to like buy the thing, original game again. On PS5. Is that like a base game? Hi Kyrie. I was watching something and it had it. Oh, I watched Wolverine and Deadpool and it had that song in it. Right? Was that the thing it was in? I feel like I was watching something. Is it in Deadpool? It's in something I watched recently and I was like, ha! And I laughed. And I looked over on to the left of my sofa and went, see, Kyrie, you're in this movie. But there wasn't a chat going up the screen because I was in real life. Why does he look like he's superimposed? Why did I need to pause it? He doesn't look like he's actually there, does he? The rest do. Is it filmed in COVID? Good one. Solid. Better than that last one we watched. Remember we put on a different Kyrie song every time Kyrie subscribes, but also sometimes when I want, because I see Kyrie in the chat and it makes me think of that song. He floats up to reveal his AHE. Monty, take your medicine. I put this in my playlist after last time. Got him. We got him, Kyrie. It says you can use your PC account to your PlayStation for Final Fantasy 14. You're gone, well, if I... That is what I wanted to hear. Cool. I will do that. That's just the account though, not the game. You sure I don't need to download and buy the game itself? Does the base game cost anything for 14 or is it just the subscription? I can't remember, I don't know. I've played it 2 separate times. It says the account but not the actual game. You fucking liar. Bring him in here. Bring him in here, get the pliers. Open your mouth. And pull a tooth out for that. You son of a bitch. More money. More money. I made the mistake of clicking NordVPN when I started the stream, which started up NordVPN, which just completely buckled the stream. So now no one knows the stream is live. Did it even push any notifications out? How did any of you find out the stream was live? How do you find out the stream is live, you people that are here like immediately? I know some of you just sit and wait expectantly. But the rest of you... Twitter or Twitch. But did it send a push notification out today? Because I feel like I absolutely... My secretary told me. Discord notification, see? Alright, everyone just chose not to show up. Hey! It's the last episode of Lyric. It's the last episode of Lyric. Netflix cancelled us. We can't carry on. Can't do anymore. D&D Sundays are the highlight of the week for one person. To be honest, NordVPN is the best VPN, just IRL. Not at all, hasn't got anything to do with what I was saying. I have an alarm at 3 for the stream, which means you are... Wait, you're from Europe somewhere? Have we had this conversation? Do I know how old you are and where you're from? I mean, the creepiest thing anyone has ever said to anyone else, but that's not... Look, I didn't say it to be weird. Okay, sometimes things come out and then you're like, oh, it's weird. You're a weirdo. Norway, terrifying. Terrifying people. Scandinavian people scare the shit out of me. Yeah, ASL. I paused Table Stories non-canon episode 3 to be here. Dude, speaking so specifically. It's hilarious. Hilario. Alright, we gotta make a new Leary intro. We gotta make a new Leary intro. I feel like I made a song for it, but didn't edit it. Is that true? Did I do that? I'll have a look after this.
In the town of Badgerbrook, the dawn begins to break. Leary stands upon the hill, their future to remake. A spark inside, a calling deep, the winds are whispering. Leave behind the life you know, and let your journey sing. The world awaits, the fire burns inside. With shadows rising, they cannot hide. The path is long, but the stars will guide. Leary, take the sky, it's time to fly. Rise, Leary, rise, the time has come. Face the dragon, chase the sun. Through the forest, dark and seas untamed, you carve your name in skies of flame. Oh, Leary, rise, the hero's light. Across the land through endless night. With every step, the legends cry. Rise, Leary, rise. In the midst of ancient woods, where shadows weave their lies, Leary faces monsters fierce with courage in their eyes. The road is hard, the nights are cold, but they will never yield. For every scar and battle won becomes their sword and shield. The storms will come, but their heart won't break. Through every trial, through every quake. With magic's roar and the earth's great shake, Leary walks the line for the world's sake. Rise, Leary, rise, the time has come. Face the dragon, chase the sun. Through the forest, dark and seas untamed, you carve your name in skies of flame. Oh, Leary, rise, the hero's light. Across the land through endless night. With every step, the legends cry. Rise, Leary, rise. Mountain tops to oceans wide, with wings of hope they soar and glide. The stars will watch, the moons will see, Leary's path to victory. Rise, Leary, rise, the time has come. Face the dragon, chase the sun. Through the forest, dark and seas untamed, you carve your name in skies of flame. Oh, Leary, rise, the hero's light. Across the land through endless night. With every step, the legends cry. Oh, Leary, rise, the hero's light. Across the land through endless night. With every step, the legends cry. Rise, Leary, rise. In the midst of ancient woods, let the echoes ring. Through the world where heroes sing, the journey calls the flames to rise. Now's the time, Leary, rise.
It is time. Let's see. Actually pretty good. The Sailor Moon song. A Bastille song. It canonically says rice now. Yeah, 100% early kid 2000 kids pop song.
They are the sword, rice will be rice, rice will be rice. Whoa, they are the shield, rice will be rice, rice will be rice. Whoa, roll a dice, rice will be rice, rice will be rice. Whoa, roll a dice, rice will be rice, rice will be rice. Whoa, oh.
I wonder if I can put the words kids bop in there. See what happens. Guys, Nico, thank you for the sub. Femur, Chicklet, Bubu, Jaeger, Plumrug, Horned, Pogasus, and Durky Dirk. You all count towards the first wheel spin of the day, but also Shadow has pre-purchased a spin as well, so you get a wheel spin pretty much straight away today. You'll get another one after one more sub, and then we'll crack on with the game. Let's giving money to Brad. Kids Bop has dramatically changed this. Alright, 2 wheel spins. This is a bit more Kids Bop here, isn't it? What I could do is like this, and it like informs it. Put the words clear vocal in here. Tell it to clean up that vocal. Terrible. How have they made 3 minutes 47? I wrote the lyrics to this during the intro. I look forward to this every week. Thank you. Hope you do longer sessions as time goes on. Yeah, the reason the sessions aren't that long is nothing to do with anything other than the fact that I am still unwell. Well, I'm on medicine. Medicine which gives me 50% of the energy. Imagine this is the way to think of it, right? Imagine every day they said, here is, a number on how much energy you have. You have 100 energy at the start of the day. And you can split that throughout the day however you wish and however you can. And at the moment, and since June, they went to me, you've got 50. I know you're used to working with 100, but you've got 50. So you need to figure out how to split that in such a way that you can, you know, float through the next few months. And it's taken me this long just to figure out how to do that. And basically it just looks like this. I stream a little bit less. I don't go as hard if I've not been doing like extra streams in the evening, you know? I was like fucking killing it. I was doing like Wild RP streams or game streams in the evening on the second channel right up until June. And now I just can't do it. And it sucks, man. Plus running a table story show and all that. So that's just what it is. I just don't have as much energy as I would normally have because this medicine just fucking throws me. It's just, and it's taken me this long to figure it out. So you might think like, but you've seemed fine over the last few days, and that's because I've figured out all the energy around the 2-3 hours I can stream to allow me to be able to be, you know, cognizant on the stream. I hate it. I hate it so much.
Little goblin, little demon, rice, lyric, rice, rice, lyric, rice. Roll a dice, power word kill, rice, lyric, rice, rice, lyric, rice. Whoa! Rice, lyric, rice, rice, lyric.
I kind of like it now. You know, I hated it for like 3 seconds. I like it now. Let me just find. I mean, you know, already know. I mean, a Euro pop song. The most foreign man.
Little goblin, little demon. Rice, 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 rice. Roll a dice, power word kill. Rice, 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 rice.
A fucking Real Big Fish song.
Rice, Larry, rice, rice, Larry, rice. Whoa! They are the sword, they are the shield. Rice, Larry, rice, rice, Larry, rice. Whoa! Little goblin, little demon. Rice, Larry,
That fucking show with the girl that was dressed all in pink and the guy that was doing backflips all the time.
word kill. Rice, Larry, rice, rice, Larry, rice. Whoa!
Damn, dude, what? Wasn't expecting that.
Rise, Larry, rise up and fight.
Lazy Town.
Win.
I mean, Apple Chips revealing everything we need to know about her.
Giving money to Brad. Rise,
Lazy Town, Beckor revealing everything we need to know about her.
win, win. Let's go win and let's give him money. Let's give him money.
It was
to
a trap.
Brad. Rise, Larry, rise up and fight. Win, win. Let's go winning. Let's give him money. Let's give him money to Brad. Rise, Larry, rise up and fight.
The lyrics are,
Let's go winning.
Rise Leary, rise up and fight, win-win, let's go winning, let's giving money to Brad. The rest of it says Rice Leary Rice. I mean, this is so good, it wins. Done.
Rice,
Oh.
Larry, rice, rice, Larry, rice. Whoa!
Done. Okay, now what happens if I just put this song underneath the existing edit? And then
Rice, Larry, rice, rice, Larry, rice. Whoa! They are the sword, they are the shield. Rice, Larry, rice, rice, Larry, rice. Whoa! Little goblin, little demon. Rice, Larry, rice, rice, Larry, rice. Whoa! Roll a dice, have a word kill. Rice, Larry, rice, rice, Larry, rice. Whoa!
Kind of works.
Win, win.
You can get fucked up here.
Let's go win and let's give him money. Let's give him money to Brad. Give him money to Brad. Rise, Larry, rise up and fight.
I'll do.
Win, win. Let's go win and let's give him money. Let's give him money to Brad. Rise, Larry, rise up and fight. Win, win. Let's go winning. Let's give him money. Let's give him money to Brad. Rise, Larry, rise up and fight. Win, win. Let's go win and let's give him money. Let's give him money to Brad.
I don't know what happens here. How scuffed this edit is. Oh, it's the wrong ending. Oh, I love it so much. I can't do it though, because you'll all get so annoyed with me. Done. It just ends. Oh, it's perfect. Where's the Naruto sound effect? I'll hate it in 2 weeks, but now, for now, it makes me laugh. Naruto, I wrote. Didn't put the U in there. Hi guys, I'm Naruto. Come along, Bort. Come along here, Bort. Alright, I'll finish that another day. For today, it is time to play Rice, Leary, Rice. Now, we do have some wonderful music. Welcome to the world map. Here, during our Sunday campaign. Now, what happened previously on The Adventures of Leary? What happened, Bradley? What happened? Please tell us, please. Well, Leary encountered a little goblin called Snotflap. You named it Snotflap. Can you tell? And Snotflap joined the party as your singular companion. You can only have one, like Skyrim or something. This is a Bethesda game. Oops, tricked you. You just find out now you're playing a Bethesda game. Quick, have lots of opinions about it. Quick. Oh, I've got so many opinions about it, but I'll play it and not actually care about them anyway. That's you lot. Snotflap has the scroll of Misty Step. He also has a little sort of Kingsglaive teleportation dagger that allows him to sort of move around and disengage and stuff. He's a guerrilla fighter. Rogue. He's a rogue. Guerrilla rogue. But he's not a gorilla, he's a gnome. He's neither of the things that I said he was. You can have companions now. One companion equipped and the others will be in the Pokemon Training Center. You got distracted. What did you end up doing? Something happened to you. You got attacked by something. Oh, you were attacked by a gnoll, a regular gnoll, who through Deus Ex Machina became a merchant. You bought some stuff. Did you buy a scroll? Create bonfire. That's right. You have the create bonfire spell. Bonfire. The create bonfire spell, which is just the worst spell you could ever take because you cannot put out fire. You create a bonfire on the ground that you can see within range. Until the spell ends, the magic bonfire fills a 5-foot cube. Any creature in the bonfire space must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take 1d8 fire damage. A creature must also make the saving throw when it moves into the bonfire space for the first time on a turn or ends its turn there. The bonfire ignites flammable objects in the area that aren't being worn or carried. The spell's damage increases later on. And then you accessed the world map. Instead of going straight to Badgerbrook, you decided to explore some of the things that are around western Badgerbrook here. opening the world map, you have now access to this. The roads will take you to the crossroads, the offering tree, the whispering winds, the crystal cavern, the fallen star, the monument, the natural spring, the stone circle, and the wild flowers area of the map. There are many things here. This is an open world RPG with lots, and all of these, you know, you get to a point when you first get to the open world and just the quest thing on the corner of the screen just goes blah bling 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 as it opens up everything and the whole map just bum 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 bum, all these things appear because you climbed the tower, the Assassin's Creed style tower, and at the top of the tower it opens up the world map and you see everything around the area. The plan was, I think, to go to the stone circle first. After having this rest. I think you had a rest or something. Something happened. I don't remember exactly because it's been a very long week. When you open Skyrim with all of the expansions installed, then it just goes absolutely nuts and your computer goes... However, this stream has microtransactions in it. You can pay money to me. Giving Brad money. What were the lyrics? Giving. And for every 10 subscriptions that we hit during this stream, we spin the wheel and Leary, something will happen all of a sudden. We have 2 to start with, so let's do those now. What do we get? You get teleported. After all that effort, after all that planning for the exploration portion of the world map. Of course. Hey, Brad, we get teleported. Okay. Thanks, Shadow. What a fucking piece of shit. God, I hate that guy. All right, second wheel spin. This one comes from all the resubs earlier on. Teleporting straight into an encounter. Let's see. We're going to teleport you into one of these places. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. 1d10. Where do you go? 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. To the monument. Let me see what the monument is. Let's see what the monument is. The encounter doesn't have to be bad. It's in red. It does have to be bad. Why do you keep telling me what to do? Don't tell me what to do, because now you've just made the encounter more difficult. The encounter does have to be bad, okay? Because it's in red, and then red means bad. There is an encounter table here that I have that is both non dangerous encounters and non-dangerous encounters, but the non-dangerous encounters are now all of the elements that make up the map. So the only thing left are only the things only left for you are dangerous encounters. Dean, it was a question. Okay, I'll allow it because you're foreign, right? English isn't your first language, Dean. The name like Dean. Encounter doesn't have to be bad. Otherwise, you have no excuse. You can't just put a question mark on the end of every sentence and claim it was a sentence. A question. I'm English. Okay. Then you have no excuse. It wasn't a question. I won't allow it. Okay. Let's see here. Waking up. The spell wind activates, and Lyri, as well as Lyri's companion, don't worry, Snotflap, are teleported several miles north of their location. Lyri landing into a clearing where the land rises up onto a small little hill, crowned by a dwarven monument, an ancient looking thing. The stonework on this monument, hewn from sort of dark granite, weathered by centuries of wind and rain, but standing with a particularly commanding presence. A huge sort of stone pillar, carved in geometric patterns and intricate runes that swirl up the sides of this thing. It's very obviously dwarven, with every line precise and deliberate, radiating an air of solemn authority. At the base of this monument, stone reliefs of dwarven figures with axes held high, standing against some sort of long forgotten enemy. The face of a mountain etched into the pillar, crowned with this dwarven stronghold. It looks a little like Badgerbrook, but maybe how it once looked a long time ago as a much smaller thing at the very edge of the coastline, not the slightly larger, sprawling trading post that it has become. The ground around the monument appears to be slightly disturbed. There are ancient symbols at its base, half buried in the dirt, pulsing faintly with a dim, eerie light. Something here feels alive, as though the monument itself is watching and waiting for someone or something, I suppose, that could be on its way. When the ground trembles, the earth around the monument shifts, and the ground begins to rise up. Pieces of stone, pieces of dirt and mud starting to knit itself together into this crudely shaped form. Slabs of rock and earth, glowing runes etched across its body as a stone guardian forms into this sort of crude humanoid shape, slams its fists together. It is time to face the guardian of the monument. Let us bring you to a battle map, an appropriate battle map. Do I have an appropriate battle map? I don't think I do. Oh yeah, you're not a player. Maybe I should make you a player. Now we're not going to use this. Ping! We're going to see if we've got something similar. We've got to have something. Got to have something in here that looks similar to an old monument or something. Right? After all these years. Endlessly collecting. Oh, there we go. That'll do. Bam. There it is. The monument. Je m'appelle les monuments. Je suis les monuments. Lyri. Snot flap. And we need a stone golem or an earth elemental. Something you can actually fight though, because I think all of these are like way too high of a challenge rating for you. Stone golems and shit. Challenge 10, Duergar Stone Guard. Challenge 2, that's probably still too hard, but we'll put that one in there for now. Damn. Thanks, Quark. Earth. Wind. Water. An earth elemental. What CR are you? 5. Not possible. Okay. What you are is a stone elemental now. Let's have a look. If I bring it up here, I can edit it. Play. Cool. Oh, I wonder. What if I did this instead? Yeah. Done. Perfect. Alright guys, time to roll some initiative. Let's go. Let's start rolling right here at the top of the stream. You will roll for Lyri. Exclamation point roll d20 in the chat room. Lyri has an initiative of +2. We'll roll for Snotflap as well. And we're going to roll for what we're calling a stone elemental that has the stats of a animated armor. Let's see what you get. A 14 plus 2 is 16, which means Lyri goes first. This crumbling, huge stone elemental rushing towards Lyri. I'm going to just say this is where you teleport in these positions. So we're going to go with that. Let's see what Lyri can do. What does Lyri do? Now the options are as follows. You can attack with melee. That is the rapier. You can attack with the bow. You are an archer. You can use an action surge. +1 action. You can run away. You can use scroll. Bonfire. Bonfire. You can equip shield. +2 AC. Unequip bow. Anything else? Can we see any glowing weak points? Investigate for weak points. Cost you an action. Climb the monument for high ground. The thing is in front of the thing. Do we know anything about stone golems? No. Intimidate. Play dead. There's your options. Go. It falls now to you, children. To decide what Lyri does. Thank you for the subs. Tempest Edax, Quark, my friends, my children, my boys. My sweet boys. Attack with a bow and arrow is the plan here. Start rolling. Lyri has a +6 to the longbow strike. Let's see. What do you got? We'll take the second roll. Do we even have enough viewers to be doing second rolls? Maybe we have to take the first roll all day. Something's gone wrong. Something's broken in the system this afternoon. Is that it? That's the second one. A 10 +6, right? Yeah. The arrow flies forward, striking what feels like the center of this stone elemental, but ping flies loose. The AC is higher than 16. What does Lyri do next? If you want to attack, you've got to do an action surge. If you want to investigate for weak points, you've got to do an action surge. You can move. You've still got movement. Any other options in here? I don't think you've got anything else you can do on a bonus action apart from heal, but you don't need to do that. Yeah. Oh, move. Move backwards. Alright, I guess no one's got any bright ideas. The choice is yours. What do you want to do? You can action surge. That will give you another shot with an arrow, or it will give you the option to do something like investigate the creature, or it will do something, you know, an action-based thing. You can run away, which is attempt to flee the entire area. You can use the scroll, which is bonfire. You can equip a shield and go in melee. You can try and climb the monument to get to the high ground. You can intimidate the creature, play dead, or move backwards. The choice is yours. Hi, Kyoki. You can giving Brad money, and that will spin the wheel. This Sunday stream runs exclusively on money. If I don't get a certain amount of subs, I literally won't show up. Rule 36 of the 44 rules of DMing or whatever he had. If you Remember the 44 rules of DMing? If I make enough money, we'll go through the 44 rules of DMing again. Joint gifts. There it is. Thank you very much. 69. Nice. Did we subtract the gold from inventory after buying? Yes. The sheet doesn't live update. It's a JPEG that I print screen and update on every level up only. You're going to have to pay me a lot more money in order for me to update it every week. I don't make enough money for this shit. I'm 2 weeks away from retirement. Move backwards is the plan. Okay, we'll do the full 30. Back to like there. Lyri rushes backwards, dashing away from the creature. What can the creature do? Very little. It uses its action to dash, getting closer and closer to Lyri and Snotflap. It is then Snotflap's turn. Snotflap can do a warp strike, which seems like a good idea to me. A warp strike. Snotflap grabs his little thing, his dagger, launching it. It flies through the air, curling, striking the creature perfectly. Oh yeah, this is this sound effect. I need a different sound. I need a different sound. Hey, can we get a different sound? Fine, that one will do. Hitting the creature on a 22, dealing 9 piercing damage. Does it deal 9 piercing damage? I feel like it doesn't. Oh, it does. 9 piercing damage, and Snotflap, if the attack hits, Snotflap can teleport to the dagger's location as a free action, instantly retrieving it. Additionally, if the dagger hits, the target must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or be disoriented, giving them disadvantage on the next attack roll. So yeah, he's gonna teleport over there, grab the dagger again, then Misty Step with a bonus action away, which is exactly how Snotflap works. This is the power of Snotflap. That's how we built him. This is how it's done. The creature then needs to make a dexterity saving throw. A 17, wow. Pretty good for what is essentially an animated armor, but you know, kind of I feel like works the same as a stone elemental with a slam attack and shit. Is not disoriented for the beginning of Lyri's turn. What does Lyri do? We're gonna re-add all of the things. Attack melee, rapier. Attack with bow. Action surge. I'm just gonna quickly rewrite this so that it makes sense. +1 action. You can run away. Really, I should just say flee. Use scroll, bonfire. Move away. 30 feet. Any other options? Move and shoot. Well. Hey Brad, if you hold left click on a token and right click, you can measure and move. I know, I just never do it, and then it's too late before I remember. I've told you a million times I can't learn new things, and I've also been using Foundry, so my brain doesn't know What is that? My brain doesn't tell my hands quickly enough. Whenever you're watching me do stuff, and you should know this by now, what my brain is doing and my hands are doing are separate beings. Separate beings. It gets me in a lot of trouble in elevators. Trust me. I've been in so much trouble in elevators. How's Foundry, by the way? Foundry is amazing. It's different though. For stuff like this, Roll20 is probably a little better because it's just like spamming stuff. But if you like prepping, Foundry is so much better. If you can prep a little bit before a session, wow. Investigate weak points. Ask Snotflap if he happens to know this Guardian and any information on if they're friends. All right. But yes, Foundry's really has a lot of really cool things that you can do. Animations and sounds and stuff are really, really good on there. But you have to sort of set it up very differently. The way that you approach setup stuff is very different. So if you're kind of just like having to spam together a fight out of nothing, you can prep in such a way that you can be prepared to spam random fights. So like do a lot of uploading of different battle maps and make sure that you have options for different areas and biomes and things. But when you, like I have like 8 years worth of Roll20 library that you've stored, being able to just pull from that very quickly in this sort of situation is extremely useful. So I think I'll use Roll20 for this. I think I prefer Foundry. It's kind of hard because it's hard to say. It very much depends on the type of game you're running, I would say. Which one is more appropriate for you in your game. And we break this tie break. Investigation and attack with bow. Investigate weak points. Make me an investigation check, please. Chat. Exclamation roll d20 in the chat. You have a -1 to investigation. I'm sure this will work out perfectly. For a sweet Lyrie. We're not taking that 18, unfortunately. We've got to roll until a new roll appears. A cheese roll. What I wouldn't give for a cheese roll. Haven't eaten cheese in 6 months. Haven't had a headache in 6 months either. That's not true. I have lots of headaches. Haven't had a migraine due to cheese. Turns out cheese was causing all my migraines. Can you believe that? It's fucking annoying. Can't eat pizza. At 12 -1 is an 11. There he starts looking over this creature, trying to figure out what the weak point on this thing is. While you don't find out the key weak point, you notice that the glowing runes, that there are some green lines running across this stone golem. If you hit and strike those green lines, it will do more damage to the creature. It has a more definitive weak point, but you're not able to figure that one out. What this does for you is reduces the creature's AC by 1. The AC has gone down by 1. Lyrie sort of relays this information to Snotflap, who nods, and it will affect Snotflap as well. Because you have information, right? So you know how to do it. So its AC is lower. You can action surge if you would like. You can move. You can't use a scroll. No need to investigate. I guess these are the options. Action surge to get another action. You can flee and you can move. I'll just give you those for now as the additional thing. The choice, as always,
is yours.
I feel as though something came over me. Something strange. Something has changed within me. Alright, that sells it. Move away. Do not burn the action surge. Screams, chat rooms. We move back. Another 30 feet. Away from the creature. As the creature rushes forward. But it cannot reach. Snot flap. On its turn. Can it do anything? No. What it could do is go like there. That is what it's going to do. That is where its alliances lie. What does it say? Rockapole, thank you for the 62 months. Thank you for contributing towards the wheel spin for the afternoon. It is the end of his turn. And Snotflap's turn here. Now Snotflap can't do a warp strike when he's in melee range. What I guess he could do is Misty Step now. Then throw the knife. On a 19 he'll hit. Dealing 8 piercing damage. Then, in order to get the knife back, he has to warp back in, doesn't he? Fuck it. Warps back in, recollects the knife, and then ends his turn there. It is now Lyri's turn. Snotflap is now in a precarious position. Snotflap is now in a precarious position. Snotflap can be struck. What does Lyri do? And I wish I could like save this preset. Attack melee. Attack bow. Attack action surge. I mean use an action surge. Flee from the entire battle. Use scroll, which is not enhanced ability anymore. It's bonfire. Should change that. Bonefire. Bonefire. Bonefire is ready. Bonfire. Equip a shield. Any other taunt the golem. Any other options from chat? Now is your chance to suggest. Alright. Away we go. Would you like to attack melee? Attack with the bow. Action surge gives you another action. Flee. Use your scroll of bonfire. You can equip a shield, which unequips your bow. I'm going to write that properly. I wrote long bow wow. Alright, pretty clear winner. Attack with the bow. Okay, start rolling. Start rolling, my babies. It's time. Time to strike. You have a +6 to hit. Ooh. A rainstorm just hit outside. Me and Lynn went for a nice little rain walk earlier on. It was raining. We're not taking that 2, we're taking the next number rolled. An 8 from Kiyorki, making that a 14 as the arrow once again flies towards this thing. It hits the rocky kind of boulder of a shouldered boulder, as the arrow doesn't strike parts of the green swirling magic and runes that run across this creature, and in fact hit the hard sort of almost like carapace that it has of stone, dealing no damage. All right, no damage. What does Lyri do? You can action surge, flee, equip a shield. These are your options. May the choice be yours. May the choice forever be yours. And may the choice forever be in your favor. What movie was that? The Hunger Games. My favorite movie. I actually genuinely enjoyed those when I watched them again. They were pretty legit, man. They were better than I expected them to be. You know, you don't expect an old YA movie to stand up, but that first one was pretty good. The first one? I don't know. I'm too old. Can't remember it. Forgotten it already. I remember being pleasantly surprised. You can't just admit you like Hunger Games as a man. Oh no, my penis falls off. Right, you're going to action surge. Okay, you now have another action. I think this is the button. No, this one. There it is. With your action surge, would you like to attack with the longbow or use your scroll or do something else? You have the option now to type something creative in the chat if you're feeling like you want to do something creative. Don't mind me just spamming the entire encounter because I didn't expect you to teleport at the beginning of this. Not the encounter that you're doing, but the other side of it. We're preparing. I'm live DMing at all times. I'm live DMing, live prepping the entire encounters. The whole thing. The whole time I'm running this and saying words and you guys are voting and things. Oh, I didn't click the button. Oh, it needs a title. What? Oh no, I wanted to ask what you had for creative things, didn't I? That was it. Get on Snotflap's shoulders. Show the letter to the golem. Yell the word from power word. Kill. What was the word? Body slam the golem. There you go. There's your options. Oh, it was Rice. Do the Katniss finger salute, whatever she does. Rice, Leary, Rice. Attack with a longbow. Give a +6. Start rolling in the chat. We take the second roll. +6 on the longbow here. Not that 11, the next one.
Let's go winning, let's give him money, let's give him money to Brad. Rise, Larry, rise up and fight. Win, win.
This guy would probably hate the miners we're looking for, right? Since he's a stone elemental.
Money to Brad. Rise, Larry, rise up and fight.
A 3.
Let's go winning.
+6 is a 9. Another arrow. Completely misses after this action surge. It's this. And then a devastating miss as the arrow whiffs past the stone elemental. You have missed. Would you like to move? Move? Yes. No. The choice is yours. The stone elemental turning on Snotflap right now. Snotflap's grin wavering a moment. We're gonna spin the wheel. We're gonna spin the wheel. A Deus Ex Machina. Leary starts moving backwards, but what do you want to happen? The choice is yours. Snotflap and the Golem are old friends. I swear to God, I'll never run another game again in my life. The stone guy crumbles and bloody dies. Stone elemental starts sobbing and crying about miners. How many Misty Steps can Snotflap? Snotflap's got unlimited Misty Steps. Leary's curse to fire is removed. What do you want to happen? Anything. Within reason. Almost anything. The golem trips and drops a orb of fire immunity. It's the same thing there. Snotflap jabs the stone elemental in a previously unseen weak spot. Liar grows wings. We'll find out who Liar is if that one wins. The golem isn't a fighting golem. It instead tells you riddles to let you pass. We are re-teleported back to where we started. Or the golem explodes into precious gems. The stone elemental gets torched so hard he turns into an obsidian elemental. Would have been good, but no one would vote for it. Because they're trying to win D&D. Everyone's trying to win D&D. Choice is yours. Snotflap and the golem are old friends. The stone guy crumbles and dies. The stone elemental starts sobbing and crying about miners. Lyri's curse to fire is removed. The golem trips and drops an orb of fire immunity. Snotflap jabs the stone elemental in a previously unseen weak spot. Liar grows wings, which is the one I want. I'm going to vote for that. I never vote. I'm voting for that because I want to find out who Liar is. The golem isn't a fighting golem. It instead tells you riddles to let you pass. We are re-teleported back to where we started, and the golem explodes into a precious gem. What do you want, guys? A Deus Ex Machina provided by Anonymous and Nikkei Arts and Rockapool and Joint Gifts and Tempest Edax and Quark 8. Providing you with finally, some delicious Deus Ex Machina. Okay. The golem drops. The golem trips and drops an orb of fire immunity. Suddenly, turning to Snotflap, raising its arms above its head, it loses its balance on its weight, being a strange creature. Stumbling forward, tripping. I'm going to have Snotflap roll me a dexterity saving throw. He has to beat a 12. Nails it. Probably just teleports. Teleporting out of the way as this thing moves forward. An orb falls from the stone elemental. A rock sort of falling out from within part of the internal workings of this magical stone elemental. This red looking orb with a sort of a flame. Actually, you know what? It isn't red. It's white and icy looking and cold because it would be fire immunity. Falls from the stone elemental. Ding, ding, ding. Like rolling away. It's the scene from Final Fantasy VII where the materia falls from Aerith's head and like bounces from rock to rock. Let's see if Lyri can catch it as it bounces away. Make me a dexterity saving throw, chat. You have a +2 to your dexterity saving throw. Exclamation point, roll d20 in the chat room. Unfortunately, not that 18. Oh no, it is the 18. Cool. 18 plus 2, 20. This thing bounces across the ground. Ding, ding, ding. Then starts rolling, catching a stone and lifting up into the air. Lyri snatching it. Item acquired. You have gathered Oh, that looks sick. Check this out, guys. Let's make you the item, actually. Hand out. Magical item. The Frost Heart Orb. Acquired. Frost Heart Orb. Acquired. Remember she says that way in that game. A Frost Heart Orb. An orb about the size of a golf ball. Well, a stone. A magical stone orb about the size of a golf ball. Equipping, because it is equipping, not attuning to, because we're using the... Remember, you only have certain magical slot things that you can equip. Equipping this magical item provides following benefits and drawbacks. Oh, equipping this cursed magical item. You heard me. You fucking heard me. No. No. I don't give it... No, because they're trying to win D&D and it's boring. No, every time they try and win D&D, they're going to learn. They are going to fucking learn. Okay? Because it's the most boring thing, the most boring way to play. Oh, I didn't realise I was DMing for Orcish again. If you just go, I win... You write, I win in this bullshit. This is what you get. A cursed item. Monkey paw shit.
Equipping this cursed magical item provides the following benefits and drawbacks. You gain full immunity to fire damage. You become vulnerable to cold damage. Yes! You will always have a weakness.
A creature from beyond cackles. Oh, not that bad? Fine.
Fine. Additionally, in cold environments, the wearer must make a Constitution saving throw. DC 13. Every hour. Or gain 1 level of exhaustion. Furthermore, the Frost Heart Orb An item bestowed and stolen from the Frostheart King himself.
The Frostheart King. An evil ice-based ancient mage, once king of the frozen lands, now rules over a frozen dead landscape. Pure evil. Absolutely fucking hates anyone who steals from him or his lands. Perceives Lyri as a thief who must die for taking the Frost Heart Orb from him.
It is done. Would you like to equip the Frostheart Orb?
Next time you teleport, you motherfuckers are going straight into the frozen lands. When will you learn? You can have 2 magic items equipped at any one time. Would you like this to be one of them? Yes, screams the chat room, for we truly believe in our foolish hearts. Frostheart Orb equipped. That because we have a curse that means no fire can put out in the presence of us, that it will allow us to become the most powerful fire-based mage in this living universe. And we will find out soon enough whether this is the power that you have coveted, whether you believe you can win D&D with a curse. A curse is a curse, guys. Curses. No fire can ever be put out in presence of the curse. A curse is a curse. It is not meant to be a good thing. You have the Amaterasu. Amaterasu! Back to the combat. I have no idea what was going on. You just missed your attack. The stone elemental is going to attempt to kill Snotflap with 2 attacks. A 6 and a 7, he misses. Snotflap just bounces over one hand as this huge creature hits the ground. Snotflap teleporting. We see Snotflap put 2 hands on the creature's enormous bouldering fist and then teleport again as the second fist launches across the first, the stone elemental, dropping the Frostheart Orb. Lyri catching it immediately, equipping the item like a fucking piece of materia. And the Thanos scene where the Infinity Gems are placed in the Infinity Gauntlet. Snotflap's turn. Snotflap will Misty Step away. And then Warp Strike on a 22, dealing 8 piercing damage. Teleporting back in and recollecting the damn thing. Snotflap done all the damage during this fight so far. Snotflap is the main character as of next week. Rise, Snotflap Rise will be available during... We need to make a Snotflap song, don't we? If we get 10 subs, I'll make a Snotflap song. That will be the end of his turn. The creature needs to make a saving throw. Oh, a 3. He fails. What does that mean again? Be disoriented. Give them disadvantage on their next attack roll. Attack roll. Yes, you will get disadvantage on your next attack roll. Attack. Disorient. What's a disorienting looking thing? None of this really, is it? We'll just go with fucking that. Nuclear. Going nuclear. Disoriented. It is now Lyri's turn. What would you like to do? What does Lyri do? The options are, as always, as follows. Attack with a longbow. Long neck. Use the scroll. What else? Any other options in the chat? Anything else you guys want to do here? Throw orb at Golem. This will unequip magic item. Anything else you want to do? Bew, my friend. My closest friend, Bew Laser Gun, is here. Dirky Dirk, Kyrie, thank you very much for the subs. Pull Snotflap out of melee range. Intimidate Golem as we have it orb. Set themselves on fire and hug the Golem. Ask the Golem how it got orb. Okay, there's your 7 options. Attack with a longbow. Use the scroll. Throw an orb at him. Pull Snotflap out of melee range. Intimidate the Golem as we have it orb. Set themselves on fire and hug Golem. Ask Golem how it got orb. I love it, dude. I know that you guys are like spam writing, but it still makes me laugh to read it out exactly how you wrote it. My favorite thing in the world to do. Stone does not burn easily. Amaterasu. Witness the power of unending fire. That was my fire sound effect, and I think it sounded pretty good. Okay, for someone who did it with his mouth alone. Don't you dare make a joke. Attacking with a longbow. Can Lyri hit? The creature has had its AC reduced by 1. Lyri, +6. Start rolling. Exclamation point. Roll d20 in the chat room. +6 on the longbow strike here. Let's see what you can do. 2 subs away from another... I was about to say Deus Ex. Maybe. Another wheel spin. Thank you very much, Bew. Kyrie, Dirky Dirk. My children. I gave birth to them. We take the second roll, not the first one. Flush out all the old rolls. One day I'll update this bot and me and Liam will sit and mess around with it and make it better, but it is not this day. When it's going to happen, ultimately, is when Cura ends. When I no longer have to do Cura and non-canon, I'll be able to work on this game slightly better during the week and make it more, good. When Cura ends, we'll do Season 3. An 8. It's incredible how bad you guys are at rolling. It is unbelievable how bad you guys are at rolling. Unbelievable. Lyri is truly cursed with the rolls, and I probably don't need to add any real curses onto them because you guys suck at rolling so badly. There's nothing worse than being that player at the table as well. Maya in Cura, KPP in Dying Order, me in anything that Wax Steven has ever run, playing against Wax Steven. Any player against Wax Steven as a DM. And of course, you. You are Shadowheart. Alright. So that's a miss. Another whiff. As the arrow launches over the top of the stone elemental. Disoriented. Rumbling. The rumbling. What else does Lyri do? You have the option to... You can't attack again. You can't use a scroll. You can't throw that. You can't pull Snot Flap. You can't intimidate it. You can't set yourself on fire. And you can't ask the golem how it got the orb. But you can move. Move? Really the answer is move, yes, no. Back away, we'll say. Back away, so that people who don't understand what the word move in D&D terms means. Back away from the creature a little. The choice is yours. Dance a little jig. The resistance lives on. Remember that? Dance a dickless jig. They may cut your dick in half and serve it to a pig. And though it hurts, you'll laugh and dance a dickless jig. But that's the way it goes. In war you're shut upon, though you die. La resistance lives on. No? No one remembers. No one's older. Huh? What am I doing? I'm an old man. Leave me alone. Thank you, Naiko Midori. Gonna move away a little bit. Okay, let's do it. Lyri moving back. Off screen. Off screen death. Stone Elemental with disadvantage on this attack will attempt to strike at Snot Flap. Has one disadvantaged attack, but it has multi-attack. One disadvantaged attack coming up. Lucky it was a disadvantage. That's a 12 instead of the 23. We take the lower number of 2. That's what disadvantage means. There is a second attack coming in. A 17. What is Snot Flap's AC? 16. Oh my god, it's going to hit him. It's going to hit him. But first, a spin of the wheel. He is struck. Crushed under fist. And this, I think, activates a trap. Coming up from out of the ground. A dwarven trap as the stone elemental, kind of like that whack-a-mole. Like whack-a-mole Snot Flap into the ground. Snot Flap being held in place. You see Snot Flap attempts to teleport away. But he stays where he is.
Shit. Lyri, I can't teleport. Help, help me, help.
He starts panicking and freaking out, shouting at Lyri to help. Snot Flap is trapped and unable to move for the remainder of this combat. A dwarven set of sort of arcane looking, well, I guess mechanical and arcane looking claws holding him in place and stopping him from being able to teleport away as the stone elemental lifts up its huge fist again. It is Lyri's turn. Can Lyri save Snot Flap? Will our heroes survive? Find out on the next episode. I'm kidding, not really. We're going to carry on. Lyri's turn. What does Lyri do? Not that. I need a producer. You can attack with your longbow. You can use a scroll of bonfire. You can kill Snot Flap. Put him out of his misery. Any other options? Attempt to lasso Snotflap free. Shoot the trap. Okay. Attack, and that is attack the golem. Use a scroll of bonfire on the golem. Kill Snotflap. Attempt to lasso Snotflap free. And shoot the trap, the mechanism that controls the trap, to attempt to loosen it. Attack with shield in melee. Shut the fuck up, Wolfman. Don't pretend you have a girlfriend anymore on the internet. No one believes you. No one believes you. Be gone. Shooting the golem is the plan. Make me an attack roll. You have a +6 to this. The golem has 8 HP left. You take the second roll. A 2. Guys. Hold on. Guys, do we have to have a little talk? Guys, you're gonna have to roll better than a 2. Thank you. The arrow launches so far up in the air, it's unbelievable. Couldn't have missed more. Snotflap says,
What the fuck are you doing? Help! Help me, Larry! Help!
would you like to move? Move away? Move closer? Move? Yes, move away. Yes, move closer. No. The choice is yours. Out of embarrassment, just runs away fully. Move closer. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's how close you get. How close is that, Brad? That close. I'm laughing at a message I just sent someone on Discord. Okay, don't judge me. Don't judge me. I'm laughing out loud like an old man laughs at messages. Sometimes people probably don't believe it, but I do actually laugh out loud when I write lol a lot of the time. You know when you write a message and you're just like, oh yeah, there's some poo up my bum, lol. I'm actually sat on my sofa in a cold, lonely room, cackling. Stone Elemental's going to try and kill Snotflap with advantage because Snotflap is restrained by the thing. Here we go. A 13 misses. Hits the trap itself.
Ah, shit. Ah.
Second slam. A 13. Oh, it's a 16. You're right. I misread it. Crastian. Death to Crastian, I say. Absolutely a hindrance at this point. What is Snotflap's AC? A 16. Takes damage. 4 bludgeoning damage.
Larry, help.
He's like trying to warp. That's the end of the Stone Elemental's turn. Snotflap can't do anything. It's Lyri's turn. What does Lyri do? Attack with the longbow. Use the bonfire scroll. Fire at the trap mechanism. Taunt the golem. Rip the stone elemental's fucking heart out. Melee attack. Okay. Choice is yours. Keep misclicking the things. Choice is yours. What's it gonna be? What are you gonna do? You're going to attack him. Start rolling, baby. This time. +6. The arrow knocked. Aiming at the stone elemental. Snotflap freaking out. Trapped like a blue bottle in a glass. What's it gonna be? Not that 10, we take the next roll. Exclamation point roll d20 in the chat. A 16. My god, you're actually gonna hit. It's unbelievable. What kind of damage are we doing? We gotta do 8 damage to kill it. 6. The arrow, what was that? That was a 4. A d8 +2. You had to roll... No, you didn't have to roll max damage. An arrow strikes finally the sort of weaker part of the stone elemental. Not its true weakness, but the arrow strikes this creature. Let's see if it's stupid enough to become distracted by it. I'm going to make it roll a saving throw, a wisdom saving throw. Yeah, because it's an animal. That's it being distracted. I didn't determine the rules, but I've rolled double -3s there. PB would be absolutely screaming. It dies. It dies. Melting, falling apart, crumbling into bits of rock. The wisps of magic that were holding it together vanish. The stone elemental defeated. Meanwhile,
Let me out! Let me out of this fucking thing quick! Let me out quick before it comes back to life!
what does Lyri do? The choice is yours. Go west. Study the trap. Leave him to die. The orb is the only friend we need. This is the world map theme, by the way. The travel theme. Enter the monument. Disarm the trap. What's the magic word? Alright. Go west, study the trap, leave him to die, the orb is the only friend we need. Enter the monument, disarm the trap, or say, what's the magic word?
Lyri, let me out!
He's like completely like bouncing around as well, like he's upside down sometimes, you know? You are at 4 subs, by the way. 6 more will get you another wheel spin. Thank you very much for to Oliver Sutton, who I think took us over. Was it by 4? I don't know. I haven't got any mods today, so it's a shit show. It's an absolute shit show of an episode. I'll say you're at 4. You know what? You're at 5. 5 subs and we'll spin the wheel. Alright, you want to study the trap? Okay, that's another investigation check. Which is a -1 exclamation point roll d20. We take the second roll. There you go, baby. You're at 6. 4 more subs and we'll spin the wheel one more time. Or spin that wheel, mate. Is that a fucking 2 you've just rolled? Oh, no, it's not. It's the second roll we're taking. Keep going. I was about to lose my goddamn mind. Let me know if you like the world map theme, because this is a legit song and not something that was spammed together by Suno. A natural 1 from Gabe.
Leary, let me out.
Leary approaches the trap. Starts looking it over, moving left and right.
Leary. Leary, let me out. Leary.
It was a 2, not a natural 1. The winning roll is a 1 rolled by Gabriel. It says you got to find the one that says the winning roll. In block caps it says winning. You've got a -1 to this, so it's actually a 0. As a second trap. Traps Leary.
Oh shit, what the fuck?
Oh shit, what the fuck? Leary looks around. The two of them now trapped in 2 subterranean dwarven claw traps that come up. Part arcane, part mechanical. What does Leary do? Set the trap on fire and melt it. Cry. Think about the day. Try to pry open the trap. I'd say that's an athletics check. Which is a strength-based check. Lasso pull out snot flap. Insight check. Have we seen this kind of trap before? History check. Okay, there's your options. Dude, they make me laugh so much. Just a joke for DMs out there. The rest of you just carry on with your lives. You can set the trap on fire and melt it. You can cry. Think about the day. Try to pry open the trap with an athletics check. Lasso pull out snot flap. Insight check. Have we seen this kind of trap before? That'll be a history check. I need to go back to bed. I'm so tired. I'm so unbelievably tired. I really wish that I hadn't spent all of yesterday doing monotonous table story work, because I really need an actual day off. And oh my god, shit that isn't even funny is making me laugh. You know when you're at that point, which means I'm on the verge of a mental breakdown. An athletics check, please, chat. As you attempt to pry yourselves out of this thing, you have a +3 to athletics. That I'm going to count as a wheel spin. We'll reset that there because I can't remember what you were on. We're going to spin a wheel just after you do this athletics check. Start rolling. Oh, it's hilarious. It's so not funny, but it is hilarious. We won't take at 3. We take the next roll. $11. You have a +3, right? A 15. Just snot flap is there.
Oh, let us out, please. Leary, I can't be trapped. I can't be trapped.
Leary, just gripping the sides of this thing, just starts to heave. Leary manages to free themselves from the trap using nothing more than brute strength. What does Lyri do? Lyri free of the trap.
Hey, me next. Me next.
Prise open the other trap. Athletics check. Investigate the trap. Insight check. Investigate the trap. Investigation check. Remember something. History check. The choice is yours. Prise open the other trap with an athletics check. Investigate the trap with an insight check. Investigate the trap with an investigation check. And remember something with a history check. Personal history. Prise open the other one with an athletics check. Alright, give it a go. Another athletics check, please chat. Exclamation point, roll d20 to get involved. And roll a dice. It'll pick a random dice from people rolling. And we're going to take the second one. Okay, keep going. Is that it? A 17. Bringing that up to a dirty 20. Immediately, Snotflap teleports out.
Ah, you freed me from it. You're as a superhero, Larry. You saved my life. Oh, shit. I thought I was gonna die in there. I thought he was gonna crush me, I was gonna crush you, and I was gonna be picked apart by vultures.
You've freed Snotflap. And find yourselves in front of the Dwarven Monument. Atop a hill. Kind of matches the background, doesn't it? Oh, Dave PBR just laughed about it on stream, and it's just one of those, you know, when you're an insane person because you look over here and laugh at something, and then you look back and you're like, everyone just seeing me laugh at something, and they're like patiently waiting for me to say what happens in the game, but I'm just laughing at some absolute bollocks that's happening off screen here. The Dwarven Monument in front of you. Is pretty obviously dwarven. I think you can sort of make out from the basic runes and the style of the stonemasonry here that this is certainly a dwarven structure or an ancient looking monument. The pillar has all of these geometric patterns carved into it. Oh yeah, we got the wheel spin. And I think we'll do an investigation on this monument afterwards. Hanging. Hanging from this monument is an amulet. And that's when you teleport. I was going to make you do a check. You see it. Larry's hand reaches for it. And then immediately they're teleported away. The second teleport of the day. Maybe you teleport right back. Let's go to the world map here. What was it, a D10? See where you end up. Because I prepped the monument, maybe you'll go to one of the other areas that were actually prepped before you rolled and teleported instantly again. We're going to do a snot flap theme, yeah. 2. 1, 2. The stone circle. A pre-prepped area. Slightly. A slightly prepped area. Because I think that was where you said you were going to go last week and then we ended the session. So what I might do is end the session again because that's hilarious. The stone circle. This piece of music was actually created because I thought you were going to go to the stone circle. Not the world map theme, this one. This is the theme of the stone circle. It has no artwork. I will generate some right now. Appearing suddenly, the two characters, Leary and Snotflap, find themselves in a place of great significance. Similarly to the monument, not too far away, but on the edges, the sort of edge of the cliffs, overlooking the ocean, and not too far from where you began your trek. I think when you came out from the waterway, you came out here, where you met Snotflap. Would have been about here on the map. Sort of slightly northwest of that, you find yourself overlooking the cliffs and the oceans on a sort of grass-covered hilltop. There's this huge stone circle. The stones are weathered, covered in moss, and each one has ancient carvings that depict stars, animals, strange symbols, and each one pulses with a faint energy as Leary and Snotflap approach them. Rolling Thunder, thank you for the Prime, the Logan Paul Prime Energy drink. Let's get a cool looking stone circle. And then we need a Snotflap song. Because it was promised. And you're all like, but we want to know what the stone circle's about. Well, Lolly wants the song to happen. Now, what are the things? What do we know about Snotflap? What are the iconic things that go into the lyrics of Snotflap's song? What do we know of him? What is he? What are the things that we know of Snotflap? What are the iconic elements of this stupid character? Oof. Look at that. Okay. He is blue. He is small. He is hungry. He is danger. Danger, danger. Danger is here. His name is Snotflap. And then I just want some... What's like the most dangerous accent? German, isn't it? Translate to German. He will knife you. Wird dich erledigen. Messer, messer. Knives, knife. Messer, messer. Wird dich erledigen. I'm gonna make a Rammstein song. What else has he got? He lives in a cave. He hates traps. He is a goblin. He has a wife and kids. Messer, messer. Messer, messer. Knives for Snotflap. Wird dich erledigen. He will steal your stuff. He knows a knoll. He has a knife. Okay. Enter style. Rammstein. How do you describe Rammstein? New Deutsch industrial metal. Okay. Here we go. It's going to be a massive change from... Cannot generate it with the artist name Rammstein. Oh, okay. Well, we'll just do this then. And see what we get. See if we get a Snotflap theme.
He is blue, he is small, he is hungry, he is dangerous.
Why does it sound like Orcish saying that?
His name is Snotflap, aber dich enttäuschen. Messer, 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 Kneif für Snotflap.
Bear in mind, Snotflap looks like he listens to Rammstein.
He lives in a cave, he hates traps. He has a wife and kids, he is a He lives in a cave. He hates traps. He has a wife and kids. He is a goblin. Messer, 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 messer. Knife from the flap. Everything's a dodging. He will steal your stuff. He knows a null, a regular null. He has a knife. Messer, 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 messer. Knife from the flap. Everything's a dodging. Messer, messer.
This is fucking amazing.
Knife from the flap. Everything's a dodging. Everything's a dodging.
I mean, I'm not even going to listen to anything else. That wins. I'm not even going to listen to the others. Do you fucking hear me? That is so bang on. Holy shit, that was so good. Snotflap's theme. We have a few songs, guys. We've got a couple of songs building up. We can release the track. What are the odds that the thing is still there? If I click this. Click on that. Oh, $50 off. 50 like as if you had £50 away. $50 away from releasing the track. Now, what track? You might ask, because that was for that song that we made that one day, which has already been released. I guess the Twitch Plays Season 2 OST, which has one song, realistically, and it's called Snotflap's Theme, Messer Messer. Right. Well, guys, you arrive at the stone circle. Weathered stones covered in moss. Ancient carvings depicting stars, animals, strange symbols. A faint magical energy pulses off of each stone as you approach it. Out in the distance you see the ocean, the cliffs. But here in this place there's a sense of serenity. A sense of restorative magic, perhaps. A sense of ceremony. Once. Perhaps it's a druid's circle. Perhaps Fey observers witness you from another realm. Find out next time, because that's the end of today's session. Tune in next Sunday. Because I like the idea that we ended with me last week saying, oh, you're going to the magic circle, and then I end this week going, oh, you're going to the magic circle. Off to the magic circle they scream. Onwards. Guys, remember to tune in if you like D&D. Oh, you like D&D? There's D&D on Table Story several nights a week, including tonight, a brand new show called Deathless. Will continue tonight at 8 PM UK time, which is 3 PM Eastern. If you'd like to tune into that, I'll see you there. Otherwise, I'll see you next Sunday for more D&D, or tomorrow for some Black Myth Wukong. I hope you guys had fun. I really enjoyed running this. I always enjoy it. The craziest shit happens on Sundays. Now I just need to make all of my really hardcore, super effort D&D shows as insane as this one. Tune into Cura on Tuesday.